Okay. Bye. See you later. Okay. Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining, you're welcome. For those that are just joining for the first time, you all are welcome to the live section. So this is another eye opener for those of us that want to translate into IT. So those of us that want to translate into data analysis. So this is another section. This is another section. Let's start joining. Data analysis career guide. So we'll be talking about understand the four types of data analysis. So what are the major part of data analysis? So this will be our discussion for today. Understand the four types of data analysis. So before tools, you must understand how company use data. The first part is the descriptive analysis. What happened? Then we have the diagnostic analysis. Why did it happen? Then we have the predict analysis. What will happen next? Then we have the prescriptive analysis. What should we do? So these are the major areas of data analysis we'll be looking at. So before the tools, you must understand these four areas. You must know these four major areas before diving into tools. So if you're a beginner, this is the startup. This is your first step. What you should know before you move into learning any of the tools. So you have to know these four areas. Like I said, the first one, the descriptive analysis, what happened, the diagnostic analysis, why did it happen, the predictive analysis, what will happen next, then the prescriptive analysis, what should we do. So we are taking this stage by stage, going to be taking it level by level. Are we together? We're going to be taking it level by level. So in this section, if you then you can drop on the comment section. So once again, you're welcome. Thank you for joining me live today. You're highly welcome. So if you're watching this, or if you have chance, or either you're trying to get into the analysis or already in data analysis but stuck at a low paying roles, or confused about what skills actually lead to good money, I want to break it down clearly, not by tools alone, but by how companies actually use data. This is a journey that I've started. This will be our fourth week. Okay, so trying to open a lot of mystery behind not just learning data, being able to use it to in- get a high paying job also. So, like I said, today I want to break it down clearly, not by tools alone, but how company actually use data. So after today's section, you'll be able to know how company use data. By next class, by next section, which is Wednesday, I will show you us some example of each tools, how to apply how to make use of each of the tools. Like for instance, I will start with Excel, Microsoft Excel. From the basic level, I will show you where you can use Excel to solve problem, to solve companies problem. Okay, so I will explain the basics starting from next week. So by the end of this section, you will be able to know where you are currently, where the money really is, and how to move up step by step. That is by the end of this section. By the end of this section. So without wasting much of our time, like I said, these are the areas. These are the areas we're going to leverage on the four types of data analysis. Most of us don't know that there are four major areas, four major types of data analysis. So, like I said, we'll be starting with the descriptive analysis. We'll be starting with the descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis simply answer one question. Descriptive analysis simply answer one question. What is the question? What happened? This is about summarizing data, creating reports, building dashboard, and tracking KPI. I'm talking about descriptive analysis, which is this. So we are starting with the descriptive analysis. Like I said, descriptive analysis is simply answer one question: what happened? Number one, summarizing the data. Two, creating reports. Three, building dashboard. Four, tracking KPIs. For example, you want to see everyday monthly sales reports used. You want to see revenue dashboard. You can make use of descriptive analysis. You want to see attendance or performance summaries. You make use of what? Descriptive analysis. Are we there? Then the common used on descriptive analysis, we have Excel. Okay, so sorry about the network issue. So let's proceed to where we stop. Let's proceed. So let's proceed. Sorry for the network issue. So we're discussing about the descriptive analysis before the network went off. So we're under there is nothing wrong with descriptive analysis. That is the foundation. But the problem is many people get stuck here for years, and this is why they remain unpaid. They're paid. That is the reason why they remain unpaid. So I was telling you what descriptive analysis and what descriptive analysis is not. So I said, if you're asked what is descriptive analysis, just a short answer to it. What happened? What happened? Ask. What is descriptive analysis? Descriptive analysis answer question. One simple question. What happened? I told us that it focuses on summarizing historical data so stakeholders can clearly see what is going on, what has already happened, what the current state of the business look like. No prediction, no assumption, just clear and accurate facts. Clear and accurate facts. Next, what descriptive analysis is not. You have to know what it is and what is not. So it's very important to know what descriptive analysis is and what is not. So descriptive analysis does not explain why something happened. It doesn't explain why something happened. It doesn't predict the future. You understand? Descriptive analysis does not recommend action. This belongs to other analysis type. Like I mentioned, we have four. We have four analysis type. We are starting with what? The descriptive analysis. So it does not predict the future. It does not explain why things happen. It does not recommend action. This thing I just mentioned now fall under other analysis tools, data analysis also. So for those that are joining us, I four that we're going to treat today. At least analysis, then the diagnostic analysis, then predictive analysis, and prescriptive analysis. So I'm taking it step by step. So if you really want to use your data analysis or use your tech skills to earn high income, you have to know how to use the tools you're learning, tools you know how to use. You have to know how to use it to make a high earning income. You have to know how to use the converse. You have to know how to use the tools to solve problems. These are the foundational parts you should know as someone going into data analysis. Like I said, the first part is the descriptive analysis. Then I've explained the descriptive analysis to us. Then common business question, descriptive analysis answer. Common business question, descriptive analysis answer. Common business question, descriptive analysis answer. Number one, how much revenue do we make last month? This is what descriptive analysis can do. Can say past, what has happened. Not predict future. You understand? Descriptive analysis cannot predict what. How many customers do we have currently have? How many customers do we currently have? You can use descriptive analysis to do that. Some of us, I know some people just perform all these things, but they don't know the category, under which category each of these analysis we perform belongs. We just do the analysis, just do different dashboard, do different charts. They don't know where and what class, what category does this analysis you're doing fall in. If you don't know how where it's falling. You can't use it. You can't use it to help company. You can't use your skills to help company. It's not all about Excel and SQL. So you can see the breakdown now. Everything I've been explaining is under descriptive analysis, helping company to know what our 10 top 10 products. This fall under descriptive analysis. Sale perform this quarter compared to last. This fall under descriptive analysis. What is our daily, weekly, and monthly performance? So you have a questions, like say, if the question starts with how many, how much, what, it is what? Descriptive. It is descriptive. So I'm going to give you examples in I'm going to give you example in marketing. I'll give you example in HR, human resources. I'm going to give you example in finance. So let's look at some of the examples in the real life example of each of them. So the real life example for descriptive analysis, the first there is sales, total sales, sales by region, then top selling products. The next is marketing. Under marketing, we have website traffic per day, website traffic per day, website traffic per day, conversion rates, campaign performance summaries. So you have to know this if it's into marketing. Then into HR, if it's into HR, employee headcount, attrition rates, attendance reports. This is an example if it's into what? Into HR. Then into finance, we have monthly expenses, we have profit and loss summary, we have budget and actual reports. So this report help leaders to see the situation. This is what make you to earn more. What I just explained now, if you can be able to use this descriptive to solve problem, to bring solution, you understand, to tell the company, oh, this is our performance for the month, this is our performance for the year, this is our performance for the week, able to for them to see how the product or how their business is going day by day. It's what will help them to pay you or help you to earn a good income, a high paying job. You, like I said, not just the tools. The tools is okay for you to know the tools, but not just the tools. You have to know how to use it to do all of this I'm listing. So, so let's look at some of the tools like I've explained earlier on. We have Excel for descriptive analysis. You can do that. You have Excel. You can learn how to use sum, average, count, pivot table, then charts. Then under SQL, you can look at select statement, where clause, group by, and order by. Then under Power BI, you need to know how to use Power BI to make dashboard for them to see what happened in that month. You understand? The things that occur in that month. You want to show it in a graphical representation. You have to make use of your dashboard, create dash charts. You understand? So, next, you have to learn how to make KPIs and filter and also slicer. So, descriptive analysis is where you learn to handle data properly. That is where you learn how to handle data. So if you are not good in descriptive analysis, that is the number one issue some people are having. They are not really good with the foundational parts. They jump into stages because they are watching YouTube upon YouTube upon YouTube upon YouTube. They are watching tutorial upon tutorial upon tutorial. They don't have structure. They don't have guide. They don't have roadmap. You're just watching different kind of video. That's why you get confused. So if you're going to dive into the data analysis, you have to have a roadmap. You need someone to guide you through, somebody to put you, someone that is fit to put you through. You understand? So foundation really matters. When you don't have a good foundation in any of these IT courses, it's going to affect you. When you don't have a solid foundation. So take this aspect mentioned as number one stage If you're going into data analysis, learn what? Descriptive analysis. Start with descriptive analysis. So, key skills you must develop at this stage. If you're going into it, don't jump these skills. I'm giving you the areas. Since you don't keep, number one is data cleaning. Learn how to clean your data properly, how to remove duplicates, missing, fix missing data, ensure correct data type. When the data is bad, is equal bad reports. If your data is bad, your report is also bad. You can't bring a bad data and bring a good report. No. Bad data, bad reports. Think of that. When your data is bad, it's like someone that is building, the function is bad. Even though build a beautiful house, paint it, design it, once the foundation is bad, that building is bad because the building is going to collapse. You understand? So if the data is bad, the report also is what? Is bad. Next, we need to know how to use data aggregation. Some of us don't know how to make use of data aggregation. What are the key things you need to know under data aggregation? Grouping data. You need to know how to group data. Summarizing total and average. Creating KPIs. So this is the heart of descriptive analysis. This one I just mentioned is the heart of descriptive analysis. The next part is choosing the right charts. Learn how to choose charts. Make insights easy to understand. Like I tell some people, I tell some of my students that it's not about you, it's about those you're presenting the report to. How do they see your insights? How do they see your report? You understand? That is the aspect you should focus on. A good dashboard should answer question in second. In second, a good dashboard should answer question. A good dashboard should what? Should answer question in second. So let's look at descriptive analysis in your career. Descriptive analysis in your career. We have junior data analysts. We have reporting analysts. So why do companies, you can ask yourself question, why do companies pay for junior and reporting analysts? Why do companies pay for descriptive analysts? Because leaders cannot make decisions without visibility. Leaders, they can't make decisions without visibility. No dashboards, no direction. If there is no direction. Like I said, it's not about just learning Excel. It's not about just learning SQL. All these are wonderfully made. They are good. They are good. They are good. But how can you use them to turn into high-paying income career? How can you use it to turn into those things? That is the major thing. Like I said, no dashboard, no direction. So I'm going to open your eye. Why many people get stuck? Why many people get stuck? This is very critical. Why many people get stuck? People get stuck because they only report numbers. People get stuck because they only report number. They don't ask follow-up questions. They don't ask follow-up questions. That is why people get stuck. They don't connect data to business meaning. This is very important. You have to know business. You have to understand business. So some people don't connect data to business meaning. You understand what I mean? They stopped at sales dropped by percent instead of asking which products, which region, which period. Some of us are like that. What it says 20%. You don't go deep. You need to go deep, not just saying that sales drop by 20%. If you're not asked which products, which region, which time did that sale drop to 20%. Those are the things you need to answer. Those are the things that make you to earn high. You understand? Those are the things that make you to earn high as a data analyst. I'm not seeing our likes. Are we not enjoying the section? I'm not seeing our likes. I'm not seeing our comments. Please like the section, like I said. Also share it to your loved ones, share it to people that you feel that they can also partake in this section. Share it to people that you feel that they can also partake in. At least by now, some of us will have learned one or two things. If you are just joining, we have 4 different type of data analysis. You have what? The descriptive, the diagnostic, the predictive analysis, and prescriptive analysis. You should know that if you're just joining, if you're just joining this section. So you should know that if you're starting your data analysis career, if you're starting in data analysis, you must understand descriptive analysis. You must understand descriptive what? Analysis. If you know what I said, descriptive analysis is, please drop it on the comment section. Let me know if you're following. Drop it on the section. Like I said, don't forget to like and comment. Are people in this live section? Are we in this section? Okay, so let's move on. So next, the next part is the diagnostic analysis. So after understanding the descriptive analysis, the next process is understanding the diagnostic analysis. So that is the next step. So descriptive analysis become powerful when it raises question. When it raises question, it becomes more powerful. Your report make people ask. Your report, it should make people what? Ask. Why did this happen? What changed? Where is the problem coming from? That is your bridge to high paying role. Please, it's very, very important. This area is very, very important. Your reports should make people ask, why did this happen? What changed? Where is the problem coming from? That's your bridge to high paying role. That is your bridge to high paying role. If you have not got, you are still a beginner, you are still a learner. If you have not gotten to this stage, you are what? You are a pure learner. If you're not gotten to this stage, that your reports, people cannot ask questions reports. You are a beginner. Like I said, if you're transitioning into data analysis, the first area you should focus on, first foundational part, is descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis. Let this stick into your brain. Analysis. Then from there, you move into the diagnostic analysis. Like I said, the descriptive analysis become more powerful when it raises question. Your report should make people ask why this happened. Why did it happen? What changed in our charts? What changed in our reports? What changed in our revenue? Where is the problem coming from? This is what make you to earn high in that job role. So let's move on. Hope you are learning something. So descriptive analysis, the summary, show happen, build your data foundation, get your data job, prepare you for higher levels. Master it, but don't stop there. Master it, but don't stop there. Are we together? Any question? Any question? Are you enjoying the live section? Are you enjoying the live section? Are we enjoying the live section? Nobody's commenting, nobody's liking, but I've seen people coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. Please let's try to like this live section and promote it. Also promote it. Don't be the only one. Don't be the only person enjoying this section. A lot of people have you asked yourself question? We have thousands of data analysts in Nigeria, but it's only few that have jobs. So that should bother you. It's not only in data analysis, it's not only in web development, all sectors, all tech sectors. A lot of people they know their practice, but it's few that are using it. That should make you to understand that there are some things you should know. There are some things that people did not let you know before you jump into any of those courses. That assuming you know it first, it will have helped you to secure a high-paying job. So let's move on. I'm going to explain the second part, which is the diagnostic analysis. So what is diagnostic analysis? So it answers one powerful question. If you know it, please drop it on the chat. If you know it, drop it on the chat. It answers one. When you talk about diagnostic analysis, it answers one question. What question does it answer? Why did it happen? You can see. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? So you can see you started with what? With descriptive analysis. What happened? What happened? You're saying what happened? Then diagnostic analysis say why did it happen? Why did it happen? So let's move on for further explanation. So after descriptive analysis shows what happened, diagnostic analysis investigates the cause. You understand? This one again, you're no longer a junior analyst that only clean data analyze. This one you're able to use it, you're investigating your data. You're investigating the data, you're investigating the cause. So after descriptive analysis shows what happened, Diagnostic analysis indicate the cause. It is about finding reason, patterns, drivers behind change in data. So let me show you what diagnostic analysis is not and what is. So let's look at it because of our time. So like I said, by next week, Wednesday, I'll be taking us basic foundational level of Microsoft Excel. So if you have somebody that needs it, a basic foundational level, you can send the link of our WhatsApp group to the person to join. It's free. The WhatsApp group is free. So in that section, you will learn a proper foundational class of Excel, a proper foundational class of Excel. Don't mix that section. And if you have any, like, you can send the link, like I said, add people to the WhatsApp group, add them to the WhatsApp group so that they'll enjoy the same thing you're enjoying. Okay. So, what diagnostic analysis is not. So let's clear this up. Diagnostic analysis does not predict the future. It does not predict the future. It does not require final action. It does not build machine learning models. It focuses on explanation, not prediction or decision. It focuses on what? On explanation, not prediction or decision. Some of us that, some people that are into data analysis and are not prepared, they are not grounded before jumping into data analysis, and they are yesterday, they'll be like, I wish I know this thing earlier on. I wish I have had this kind of coaching earlier on. It will have helped me a lot. You can see some people are into descriptive analysis. That is the job they do. That is what they focus on. Some people are into diagnostic analysis, but can still do everything. You can help company to know what happened. You can help them to know why it happened. That's what makes you have high-paying job. Giving a clear report. Please, let's try to like this live. If you know you just join, if you know you just join this live, please like and comment. It's very like the live and comment. And comment. So let's move on. Diagnostic analysis does not predict the future. Although that type of data analysis does that, but diagnostic analysis does not do that. That is not its job. That's not its job. That is not the job of what? Of that analysis. Its job is to what? Is to know what happened. Why did it happen? Why something happened? That is the job. So after the structural analysis show what happened, diagnostic analysis show, it will investigate the data and it will find the reason, the pattern behind the change in data. Please take notes of that. Take notes of that. So there are some common business question analysis asks. Some common business analysis asks. Why? One, why did sales last month? Let's say you display and the graph is showing that this one have 5,000, this one have 1,000, this one have a month, in a period of months. January have higher, February have low, March now have high. You should be able to ask question, why did he drop February? Why did it drop? That is the work of diagnostic analysis. Why did website traffic decline? You are seeing 10,000 views, 10,000 conversion rates, and you see that everything declined. You need to ask yourself, you need to solve that question. If they come and ask you, why did our website traffic decline? As a data analyst, you say, I don't know. You'll be sacked. They won't recommend you. People won't recommend you because you can't solve problem. You should be able to know how to use it to ask facts. Why did it happen? You need to answer that question. Why it happened? What happened to the last month? Why did it climb? Why is there loss in last month? You understand? Why did the employee and attrition increases? That is under diagnostic analysis. Why did cost increase in one department? You should be able to give us answer to it. If you call yourself a data analyst, you want to be earning 5 million naira per month, you should be able to answer this question. If the question starts with why, it is diagnostic analysis. Please take notes. Take note of that. So how diagnostic analysis work? Let's look at the step flow. Let's look at the step flow. Start with a problem identifier. A problem identified in descriptive analysis. Start with a problem identified in descriptive analysis. Break data into segments, group. Look for unusual patterns. Identify possible cause. Then begin a data detective. It's like being what? A data detective. It's like being a data detective. So let's look at the real life example. Let's look at the real life example. Sales example. Descriptive. Let's look at some of this. Sales dropped by 20% last month. The diagnostic analysis. This is diagnostic analysis part. Which region dropped the most? Diagnostic is asking you which region dropped the most, which product category declined. As someone that asks that kind of question, that question is under diagnostic analysis. You say, was the drop across all customers or specific group? It's under diagnostic analysis. Did pricing or discount change? Did it change? So you can see what is happening here now. Now, you are not just asking, you're finding the reason. You're not just saying what's happened. You're asking how, why? Why did it happen? You're not just finding, you're not just asking this. You're saying why? Why did it? Now you're finding the reason, not the facts. Not just the facts. Please take notes. So techniques shall show us now. The key techniques used in diagnostic analysis. One, drain down analysis. The drain down analysis, breaking total into smaller parts. Example, sales, total sales, region, store, products. That is the example, breaking it into smaller parts. Two, under the key techniques used in diagnostic analysis. Two, we have comparison analysis. This month versus last month, you have to compare. These are the key techniques used in diagnostics. This month versus last month, this year versus last year. one group versus other versus what another. So these are some of the techniques that you should know. Next, segmentation. Segmentation. Segmentation by region, by product, by customer type, by time period. Then we have the root costs. So the root cost analysis, asking why multiple times, tracing problem, tracing problem to their source. So the two we use in this diagnostic analysis, number one is Excel. So under the Excel, you should be able to you should be conversant with pivot tables, filters, conditional formatting. Please take notes. Pivot table, filter, conditional formatting. Then in SQL, we have joins. We have with multiple columns. Then we have case function. Then under BI, that is the business intelligence, we have drain through, filters, and slicers. Then we have comparative dashboard. So in aspect, you don't need advanced AI. You don't need advanced AI here. What you need is to structure thinking. You need to know how to think. You don't need AI in this category just mentioned. What you need is to structure your what? Your thinking. Structure your thinking. So the skills you must develop as someone going into data analysis under diagnostic analysis. Skills you must develop. Analytical thinking. Some of them have analytical thinking. Those are the skills you must develop. You must develop the skills of analytical thinking. Don't accept surface answer. Always ask follow-up questions. Always ask follow-up questions. Those are the skills you must develop. Two, business understanding. Know how department works. You should understand how department works. Understand KPIs and workflows. Please, you must note all these skills you must note. The third one, data storytelling. Data storytelling. You must learn how to explain cause clearly. You must learn how to use simple language, not jargon. You must learn how to what? To use simple language. Then the career path of diagnostic analysts or analysis. The role, number one, business analyst, operational analyst or operation analyst, then product analyst. Why does this aspect pay more? It's because it pay more because it does not want to know. It pay more because businesses does not just want to know what businesses. If I employ you now, I don't just want to know what happen. You understand? I don't want to know. I don't employ you to just tell me that last week I make 5 million. This week I make 10 million. I make 2 million. No, that's not why businesses employ you. That's not why. That's not what they want to know. Businesses does not just want to know what happened. They want to know why it happened. Why does my revenue increase this month? That is what businesses want. You understand? They don't just want to know what happened. They want to know why it happened, how it happened. So when you explain the why, leaders can fix problem. Those that employ you, your boss cannot, you understand, and fix the problem where it's coming from. Are you getting the? You will fix the problem where it's coming because you've tell the boss what happened and why it happened. So why many analysts struggle here is that people struggle because they jump to conclusion. Some people they struggle in this aspect because they jump to conclusion. They guess without evidence. They don't compare data properly. Good diagnostic analyst is logical, not emotional. It's logical, not emotional. So how to stand out in diagnostic analysis instead of saying sales drop due to poor performance. Sales drop mainly in the south region due to reduced purchase from repeat customers. You understand? Then especially in products category. So I have to wrap up very soon. So how diagnostic analysis lead to predictive? Once you understand what happened, why it happened, you can ask if this continue. That is predictive analysis. So I'll rest here. I'll rest my case here. I'll stop here. So by Wednesday, we should be able to Wednesday, we should be able to complete it. We have two more to go. We have two more to go. We have the prescriptive analysis and predictive analysis. So by next week, we'll move into that. So thanks for those that join. See us next week. Please don't forget to add people to the group. Send the link to people to send link for people to join. Don't just enjoy the training alone. Don't just enjoy the training alone. And also let people know that it's not about going to learn Excel. There are some they're going to learn SQL, going to learn Power BI, going to learn Tableau. There are some things to understand. There are some things to know before picking any of those tools. I tell you, with one of these tools, you are okay. You're okay. You can earn with one of the tools once you know it very, very well. Once you know what you need to do, you may not even need to know much of it, but once you know what to do with, I tell you, you can earn a good paying job. So we meet again next week, Wednesday, same time. So please don't forget to thank you and see you on Wednesday.